Good morning. Welcome to a day of my working life. It's 6:15 in the morning. Just heading down to the gym to set up some skill stuff that I'm going to have a little bit later in the morning. Just get on top of things before we've got a coaches meeting at about 7 o'clock to plan out training and the rest of the day. That's me finished a coaches meeting this morning, and then just before breakfast I've got John Cooney and Michael McDonald in for some passing before I do the rehab skills with all the injured boys. So come this way. First point of call for me will be just get the nines in. This is my favourite part of the day, is getting the skill stuff going. Just remember that focus for us is speed today. Got the camera on, so this should be on delay, so you should get after your reps, go over and have a look. When the boys will come in and pass off here, this is on a delay, so it'll film them for whatever time, say it's 10 reps, and then after that they can come over and have a look at their reps. We're asking them to be fast, like speed in and out. To do that they need good technique, so this will show what feels good to them, and when it felt fast, what did it look like, and then they can hopefully repeat that, or if we can fix it, or they can fix it. Any drills we try and do, and especially like the nines, they're really competitive, so we try and make it realistic to what does the game look like. So we use things like this. Coons and Mac are like just getting hands in the way, so they can't get the ball like they're perfect, so then they have to adjust and see what happens. So just a nice little way of doing things. There's lots of different ways of challenging around the ruck, but that's just one way we use. So remember, it's speed in, speed out, accuracy. If we lose a bad pass, lose a second. 3, 2, 1, go. Go through, not around. Ball. 13, 7, 1. Definitely move the cone.
I have not. Is the referee?
Hold. 3, 2, 1, go. $12.48. Excellent set though. Twice a week, or about twice a week, rehab skills. So the guys that are injured need to keep maintaining or working on things that are a really good opportunity for them to develop in some area. Like it's a bit stink that they're injured, but it's a good opportunity. So we've got a process that they come into and they know it. So the first bit is normally like some game engagement, and then they'll do like a general handling. Then they do a critical drop block, which is their own personal development, and they've planned that. So they'll have that pre-planned and they'll come in and help each other doing those. Then if there's any guys doing contact return, we'll do that. And then we've got team connection. This week they're doing a project for me around imagery, and something I'm trying to learn and working out of seeing pictures and then transferring it to game. You'll see what it's like. They're pretty good. They've got to be self-motivated. It's a pretty dark place, being injured, but they really look forward to these sort of 45-minute sessions. Chasing speed today, Connor. Beating back to each other, okay? Like really important, because you guys know technically what looks good and what feels good. It needs to be some feedback. And it might be after 5 or so reps. It might be, hey, you're being excellent because your hands are to target, whatever it is. Good call, Gus. Probably make that a little easier. Come tight. Field. Hopefully there's some transfer. We're just off to a team meeting now.
Big well done to everybody on one-on-ones yesterday. We had a chat about it as coaches this morning.
Right, we're just heading over to Perry Park now for team training. We've got about an hour and a half session just to finish the week off. So let's go. Right, just arrived down at training. Hey, I'm the actually attack coach for the day. But no, we get down to training and Soaps puts out 1 million cones
I hope I've got 6 out today. 6 and 8.
So basically my role here is if we've got skill rotation, which we've got today, I'll sort of lead that in around the language and what we're trying to expect, but most of the time I have a real understanding of what the players are individually working at, and I'll try and reinforce those. Today's a praise day, so we're looking at trying to finish this really good week off in a positive way, so we'll be reinforcing positive and best practice stuff with them today, so hopefully hear up for some of that. Good at line, excellent, nice line, Lukey. Good timing, heel toe. See that wide on the slower ball, Bill.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball, Juma. One step, in front. Nice, control your feet. Yep, to me. Hey, right, so we've had lunch and then we've had a coaches meeting after lunch, which gives the analysis guys time to get training coded up for us and put onto our platform. And so I would, after training, go through training. I'll put it up onto this here for you to see. On the left would be the training, on the right is my tool that I can make smaller clips, and then that would be what I'd share with the players. This is here's, for an example, this is Cooney about to do a box kick. So I might, outcome was probably 3 or 4 meters too long, so I kind of know what we're trying to aim at. He knows what he's aiming at. It was quite windy today, so I might then rewind and look and go, right, what was his hand placement like? Or I might send him that and go, hey, what do you think of this one? And he might say, oh, I felt like X, Y, and Z. So just looking for detail within the detail. Often I'll ask the player, send a clip, or maybe start a conversation, or see them at lunch or breakfast and ask them, why was that good? What did you do? What have you been working on? I don't like to do the same things week on week. I don't want players to rely on coaches. I don't want them to rely on me. I want them to be self-reliant, and we've got a really good culture of that here. So an example of that would be language around feedback. So today I chose to be a praise day, so I really wanted to, if I saw someone do something good related to what they've been working hard at, then I'll try and on field and do that live. Good control, mate. Tempo, good tempo.
You're back into your 2-team, please.
Sherry, excellent on that edge, looking for the offload. Excellent, mate. Well done. Yeah, so when results go our way or not our way, you wouldn't want to be too hypercritical, because it's, this confidence is low as it is. So sometimes it's finding positives within those moments and those times. So players can, draw confidence in how hard they work and the detail that they're trying to learn, or they are doing. And then often when we have a win, that's when you can be a little bit hard on them and really drive standards and say, hey, this was excellent, but I think we can be better in these areas, or have those conversations. So there's a fine balance. So my afternoon would be spent reviewing and reflecting, and then just sharing with those guys. And then, because we've got the weekend, we tend to give them the weekend off. We try and get those things done before sort of 5 or 6 o'clock on a work day, just so that they can, I do anyway, and try and get away. And then Sunday night we'll probably start picking up conversations that are looking forward to the next week, based on what we need to do for next week. So we use the same process for games. We'd probably go into a little bit more depth in games, because that's obviously our performance. That's what we're judged on, or the players are judged on. Thanks for spending the day with me. Hopefully that was entertaining, and hopefully you learned something. Probably not a typical day. Every day is a little bit different, but it gives you an insight into some of the things I try and do in a day. A lot of it is on the field and working with players in small groups or one-on-one, but there's a heck of a lot of analysis and reviewing that goes into it, and conversations that go far beyond the pitch.